Hey, good afternoon, Manchester. What the hell are we?
Manchester, New Hampshire.
Manchester, New Hampshire, and all the surrounding
We didn't
area.
move.
Whoa! I'm so excited to see the energy was already building up to high explosives like that on the poll there. How much money you win? That big thing there. We're going to be going overboard
Going off
with
the
it.
charts with energy.
Danger Dan.
Yeah,
Right,
you
Danger
got it.
Dan.
Perfect.
All right. And he's going to be at the event. He's going to be telling people like it's at. You don't sugarcoat, right?
I try not to sugarcoat. It's not really my thing.
No, me either. I think sugarcoating is just, I don't know. It's not being honest with a person. I mean, I'm gentle, but I have to tell them what
But
it's
there's
like.
a difference.
Yeah.
There are
is.
some people that are just harsh for the sake of being harsh.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And that's just cruel.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but it's fun.
No.
To make them nosebleed or see the
Oh.
tears come out. I'm only kidding,
Well,
folks.
I told you that I went to a psychic, and she told me that that's her benchmark. She hasn't done her job unless she makes the client cry.
Oh, hey now.
So, of course, no, she didn't make me cry, so I only paid her half.
There you go. How'd she feel about that?
She took it. I mean, she was, because
Wow.
I'm like, really? That's your goal, to make people cry?
Wow. I mean, yeah, it does happen a lot, but to
I
purposely
don't
go
purposely
for that.
make
Right,
it.
to
Yeah.
make that
you
your
know.
benchmark is...
Like when I do a crossover with someone that communicate with their family or someone that's in their family,
Yeah.
and when they cry, I mean, you can't show emotion when
Of
they
course,
cry.
yeah.
You can feel badly, but you can't, And yeah, am I doing my job? I'll kid around and say, oh yeah, I mean, no, it's their emotions. Sometimes people have, like I had this one gentleman come in, refused. He was not going to show his emotions, and I said that's okay.
Yeah.
But then you know what? When we started talking about his mother,
Mm-hmm.
his feelings came down. First came the anger,
Yeah.
then the sorrow, then the guilt, then the cry. And I said, she doesn't want you to feel guilty about anything. By the way, there's a lady that said hi to you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, is your mom still around?
she is. But
Okay.
I think I know who you're talking
Okay,
to.
she's very proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
She showed up and showed me a sign yesterday. So yeah,
she loves your wife.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so,
she does.
And Dan, what Danger? What got you into doing this?
I've always been very, very intuitive. Growing up, I kind of just. Oh, is
Hold
that a
that
call?
thought. We have a
Alright.
call
Nice.
already.
The phone works.
Welcome to Norman Friends. You're on the air.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hi, both of you.
Hi.
I have a couple of questions. The first one is kind of a cute one. My dog always follows me. She has to be in the same room. And it's not separation anxiety.
No.
I don't know what she's trying to protect me from.
Well, she needs that closeness that you had with her. She needs that bond because in her past life, she didn't have that bond. That she was an abused product when before you got her.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and she's always afraid that how did you get her when she was a puppy?
Yeah, I did. And she's 7 now.
Okay, but she was taken away from her mother when she was very young. So you're really taking the place of her mother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly.
Ah,
What I
okay.
get too. Yeah.
And she
Okay.
wants.
That explains it.
Okay.
The second part of the question, I had a health issue this year requiring surgery.
Right.
And Norm, you were totally right about the outcome. Everything is fine.
Good.
But what I found was that I didn't have the support with friends and neighbors that I needed, and my daughters had to fly in. Now I'm contemplating a move out of state to be closer to one of them. And
Yeah. We're all
The
shaking
three
our
of us are
head.
in
it's a big
agreement.
move, and I'm afraid I'm not going to be happy.
Oh no!
So,
You
do
know
you
what?
have any insight? My choice is either the Midwest or the West Coast.
I'm going to the Midwest.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
three of us are all saying the Midwest.
All three of us
Yeah.
are shaking our heads as you're asking the
And you
questions.
know what?
So.
You're gonna like it, actually.
You're gonna be very
like it.
happy.
Hey, you got to meet some cute guy out there.
That's what I got too. That was like the second thing I got.
Boy, what a study's going to be,
Shoot.
honey.
Whoa, I'm
Woo.
getting all flustered
Make
over
sure
here.
you call back when it happens. We want to know.
Yeah. Yeah. And thank you for. By the way,
Whatever you feel, let me have it, because it's like I say.
okay, one of the things that I want you
it's
to
an iffy
do.
move for me, but
Okay.
It's a good move for
Right.
you.
And one of the things I want you to stop worrying about your finances. You're going to be okay.
Oh, okay.
Health-wise, honey, you're
Well, actually,
100.
the cost of living there
It's
is
not less.
No
is
different than
probably the same or less than,
Yeah.
than New Hampshire.
right.
So,
And
provided I can get enough for my condo, I shouldn't have a problem buying something
you know
there.
what I'm going to say to
My,
you
own,
is,
my only fear is I'm looking at property and there's tornadoes and there's flood zones and it's like we don't have that back here.
Yeah, but
oh, we
they don't
got
have
them
snow.
coming. You know what? We
Well,
got it.
yeah, Concord had a surprise.
Right,
Yeah.
Concord, Mass.
One of the questions I'm going to, one of the things I want you to do is, I want you to stop doubting yourself, and I want you to believe that it's going to be okay. I'm actually
Okay.
looking at a card right now that my friend Danger Dan here turned over, and it is called Assuming Responsible Financial Responsibility, which you have done. You are going health-wise. Health-wise, you're going to do very well.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't listen to misinformation from the doctors.
Or your well-meaning family.
Or
and
your
friends.
well-meaning so-called friends.
Yeah.
I would definitely get a second opinion. Your bones are pretty solid.
I'm flexible for a little old lady, let me tell you.
There you go.
Which is important.
yeah.
That is very important.
You could probably
for
bend
you.
over and touch your head and keep going.
You got tons of energy, that's for
I
sure.
can almost
I
do
love-
a split,
yeah.
not
Yeah.
quite,
Ooh,
but
I
somebody will
love-
have to
Wow.
pick me up.
Yeah, you're right. I love her energy.
Yeah.
I was going to do this in the spring. Do you think the process will take long selling?
No,
in-
actually,
Oh,
if you
no.
started processing it now, you
I
might
see.
be able to leave before winter.
It's actually
Yeah.
going to go lightning fast. You're going to be really surprised how fast this is going to happen for
And
you.
you're going to get.
That's what I
Actually, I'm
think.
looking at a price war, which is actually in
Yeah,
your
bidding
favor.
war.
And
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
A bidding. What do you
Really?
call it?
Yeah, bidding war,
a
yeah.
bidding war. So you might get 20 to 30,000 more than what you expected to get.
Wow, that's a wonderful thing because I have to do some work like replace carpeting and things like that before I put it on the
Hey,
market.
get some
Yeah.
near.
Of course, the usual clean out
Oh,
because
yeah.
of the surgery. I wasn't able to do as much as I wanted to, but so that's kind of like the game plan then.
Right.
So
Get
yeah, I
some-
was
get
thinking
some
of
good-
starting around March or April in the spring. to
I would
put it
actually
on
I'd
the
start
start
sooner.
now.
Soon.
Yeah, I would
Tomorrow.
start now.
Yeah.
And get some good-looking nails done with his shirt off and do all that work for you.
Yeah, if there's a pool boy around, I'll find him.
There you go. I love her humor, don't you?
Right?
And by the way, the surgery that you had, your heart actually stopped, and you saw it almost like the white light was telling you that was going to give you more healing energy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. By all miracles, if the angels were not with you and the doctors that you had, you would not be around today.
Well, I had two wonderful doctors. Let me tell you, I had a tumor of 2 pounds that was the size of a Nerf football.
Wow.
And that's what I had removed, and they were able to do a laparoscopy, which was minimal surgery.
Right,
But they were two of the best doctors ever.
right.
So I can't say enough good things.
That's
But
wonderful.
I figured somebody was watching over
Oh,
me.
yeah. Actually, your grandmother was in the operating room watching over you.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
the grumpy one, she said.
The grumpy one.
The one that had no sense of humor.
Right, right.
Okay.
The stern one.
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. Thank you all. I appreciate all your good words and
And
good
you too.
advice. And have a wonderful rest of the summer.
And you too.
Thank you.
By the way, October 22nd, we're going to be at the.
Unitarian Universalist Church here in Manchester.
Ah, okay, yes, because I went last year. I think I went around the holidays.
Right. Well, we're going to be there October 22nd. Danger Dan's going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to be there. Dan's going to fix his hair up into more of a wig type thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna put on like a big 70s Afro wig.
There you
yeah,
go.
Yeah.
But-
So I'll be able to find you, in
Yeah,
other words.
But please come by.
All right, well, I will be sure to stop by then. Thanks
Yeah.
again,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Everyone, you all have a great day.
All right, take care.
All right.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, see, no, bring that phone more. Thank you, Paul. But
That was a good energy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I remember talking to her now when she mentioned the condo. I remember talking to her now. I love her energy, And this is what we, as much as we give to them, they give back to us.
Oh, of course,
Absolutely.
of course.
Absolutely.
So,
Of course.
how old when you started doing this?
Honestly, I repressed it for a lot of years. I didn't really start coming around until around the year 2000, somewhere in there. Believe it or not, the movie The Sixth Sense, remember that one? After I saw that, that was when something in my brain just said, okay, all right, let's stop repressing this. And so I just started reading a lot of books and a lot of information on the internet, a lot of meditations, and it slowly evolved over the years. And then a couple of years back, I took a course called the Sage Method, and that just popped everything wide open. Yeah.
No regrets?
No regrets. No. The only regret maybe if I maybe tapped into it a little sooner, but I had some life lessons to learn before that happened.
You know, things always happen in the time they're supposed to.
Exactly.
That's the way I always say, like I worked on the dark side for a lot of years. And then I became one of those Christians and went back to the dark side. And I had to lose everything to be where I am today.
Exactly.
No regrets.
No.
I don't have the reading education that people have. Mine's all natural from the spirit. And boy, when I don't listen to my spirit, I bet you're the same way.
I bet you they hit you with a 2x4.
Yeah, they don't mess around.
No,
with
they
us.
don't. They
Get
don't.
pushy.
Yeah.
But that's good.
Hey,
Yeah.
we got
I always
6
ask
women
for
and
the-
6 men over there. I never saw that men before.
No.
We got men over there. Usually we don't. We usually see a heck of a lot of women.
Yeah,
This is
usually
all
there's,
chicks.
Oh,
there's
okay.
3
All right,
women
men.
that hang around in the studio
I gotcha.
when we're on air.
You're talking to someone who doesn't see
Oh.
so well, so I was.
You can feel the
I'm a
energy.
feel, yeah.
You can
I'm more
feel the
feel.
energy.
But the guys, they're
You know what?
they've never been there before.
Okay, and
They
while
must
we're
be
in
with
between
you.
questions, Danger Dan just brought 2 cuts. They literally flew out of
Right,
the deck.
flew
didn't
out
they
of the
not?
deck when I
They
cut
really
it.
And it's
did.
called Practicing Gratitude.
Yep.
And you notice he hands it to me to read.
I can't read aloud. I can't.
No.
I stutter.
Practicing gratitude. Now, again, this is from Norm's The Language of Letting Go deck that we read some from last week.
Right.
Today I will practice gratitude. I will get in the habit of saying thank you, even for the problems in my life, because these challenges are valuable lessons I can learn from. Gratitude is the key that turns problems into blessings and the unexpected into gifts.
We were just talking about that.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we were just talking
Isn't that
about.
amazing how it really fits into our line?
Yeah.
What are you grateful for?
Honestly, I'm grateful for pretty much everything in my life at this point. I mean, like you said, we all grow up and we all like, oh, well, this is awful and I hate this and this sucks. But when you look back and truly just be grateful that those are all learning experiences, I mean, there's everything. Just waking up every day. I mean, because waking up's kind of tough for me. I'm kind of a night person, and I've never really just jumped right out of bed like a lot of people. But just being able to get up and like get moving in the morning. I mean, sometimes I'm just grateful for that because,
Yeah, God and I have that conversation.
Yeah.
I'm not a morning person,
No.
but I am still grateful that He allows me to get up in the morning.
Exactly.
My dog has said to me, "You're not a morning person, but you are going to be now."
Oh, really? There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
There you go.
5 o'clock in the morning, and I slip over to my roommate. I'll say, "Scott, do you want to take her out with me?" Scott does, or never just time. Or she can take him out. Also, she said, "No, you're going to." And then she,
Oh,
I have
nice.
to. And afterwards, she'll take. Then I have to end up taking her. And she walks around looking for my cat.
Oh.
You know, and what am I grateful? I have a wonderful son, daughter-in-law, and granddaughter. I have a, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not rich financially, but you know what? I'm rich in gifts that I have, the beautiful presence of friendship, and if we don't worry about the money, don't get me wrong, I like money as much as everybody
course,
else. I'm
of
Scott,
course.
so
It's
you know
human
what
nature.
I'm saying. You know,
Absolutely.
and I count my money this way, and I cry this way.
Right.
You know. But if we look around at what we have, like you just said, it's hard to get out of it. I mean, at 35 years old, my bones hurt. My
Yeah.
ankle,
Oh, I can
that.
imagine they do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Right.
And I have a son that's 42. And
Right. Wow. The math's not working out on that. Just so you know.
So I just tell everybody, yes, Norm is that good.
There you go.
Yeah,
Right? He is that good. Working with negative age.
and
That's awesome.
and the thing, then I hear, and I'm grateful, and I have a lot of gratitude because, my son and I've had differences,
Of course.
We all had them, but we're still, very close to each other. We're friends, but yet we're also father and son. And he's a dirty old man in training, and I'm a master dirty old man, see.
Right.
And, but when we we share each other our differences of opinion or whatever we have. And it's always nice to know. And I get really annoyed when I hear these people out there talking about badly about their parents or their children, and their children talk.
Does it break your heart?
It really does.
It really breaks my heart, and it's like, why?
And we've all, I don't know if we've all gone through it.
Gratitude, folks.
But I know there was a time in my life where I didn't get along with either of my parents. I mean, usually one or the other. But once they went through a divorce, and I was just a little brat, we'll say. I'm going to use a nice word, but yeah. And there were just times where I didn't even speak to one of them for a couple years, and it's just the change and the turnaround that has come around. And the emotions and all the happiness that we now share, it just amazes me that the crap we went through led to that. It really does.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I have a family, okay, and that's okay. And I think this is where I get, except for my son, I think that's why I get so sensitive when I hear, like you have a great relationship with your mom and dad.
Oh, I do.
Okay?
I love my parents.
Here's the little old lady, her mother. I got to tell you, this story is all. How old is she now?
81.
81.
Wow.
And so she came down to watch the show, and I said, well, why don't you come on the show? No, I don't know what I was going to say. This guy, this little old lady, bless her heart, came in and sat down. She took the whole show over.
Did she?
Sure did.
She really did. That was so awesome.
That's wicked cool.
I'm like, who is that lady?
Yeah.
Not a side you've seen before.
And everybody is welcome to come in and join our show. And if they got something they want to talk about, you don't like what I'm doing, okay, the phone number is right there on the screen or whatever.
I do not tolerate disrespect on this set. So
no.
You can disagree with us. You can say
But
we're
do
wrong,
it respectfully.
But you have to be respectful.
Of course.
I do
So
not
you
tolerate
don't use
disrespect.
cards.
I don't. I've tried to use cards. For some reason, the way I get my information is a little different than most. I mean, every reader gets their information differently, but I actually tune into the emotion and the tone of people's voice. So when I have them ask me a question, when they're asking the question, I always tell them the more detailed the question, the better reading you're going to get from me, because that's how I get my information. And the cards they do help, but a lot of times they slow me down. Yeah.
She's the same way.
I don't use cards
Yeah.
either.
I do playing cards. Not that I really have to.
No, but it's
But people need to see it, as
Exactly.
far as I'm concerned. May I do 2 on you?
yeah, sure, why not?
And then we'll do this other one. And as I said, how long have you been doing these now?
I've been only reading professionally for a couple of years now.
I have sense that your wife is a big support for you.
Absolutely.
She may not always stand, off the way, and that's okay. Scott doesn't always stand. Maybe your husband doesn't know. But
Right.
but they're the supporters.
She is my number one supporter, absolutely.
Your
Absolutely.
children?
Nope, just the dog.
There's a child.
Well, yeah, of course.
Shuffle these for me, please.
All right.
Should meet our four-legged
Yeah, what do you got?
giant schnauzer.
Oh,
Yeah, she's queen of the world.
is she very sporadic, or is she the laid back one? I see this
It
one.
depends.
Did you say giant schnauzer?
Yep, she's a giant schnauzer.
Really? I just saw a small dog.
I'm a short-haired terrier chihuahua.
Okay, maybe that was it. I don't shuffle traditionally.
I don't want anybody to trouble. I want the energy the way they give it.
Am I pulling a card or just shuffling?
Then we're gonna break them up a little bit.
Okay, couple piles.
Yeah, any way you want.
All right. And then I'm gonna put that one right there for you.
And then you take out from anywhere you want. Take out any card. Okay.
Okay.
This is telling me that the love that you're in a journey of love. You're still searching for the truth, even though you love your wife. But I'm sensing you don't really love yourself that much, and you've got to learn how. In order to
course.
have a better relationship with your wife, you got to look in the mirror and say, "I am a winner." Okay, you've got to stop doubting what you're
That
doing.
self-doubt gets me every time. You're
Okay.
absolutely right. Yep.
And I also will tell you that your mom and dad are very proud of you.
Mhm.
They're still alive.
Yep.
Okay. They don't understand what you're doing.
Nope.
Especially your mom. Your dad is more among understanding.
You got
Or
it
is it the
reversed.
reverse? Okay.
You got it reversed. Yeah.
But they both have a lot of respect for what you do. They really love your wife. Because you're the best thing that, quote, you're the best thing that, she's the best thing that ever happened to you, according to your mother.
Mhm.
And you're a mama's boy.
Well, maybe.
That's
a
what
little-
she told me.
Maybe a little bit.
But you're also a person that when you make up your mind to do something, you're going to do it. And if you're wrong, you got to be the first one to admit that you're wrong. Okay.
Maybe.
Hard. A lot of changes coming around there. The old way of Dan is going away. That's a lot of big changes. Expect to be teaching a lot more. Okay. Expect to be doing a lot more traveling. Okay.
Really?
Okay. You own your own house. Okay. That's going to be your home base. So you have to tell you, or ask, not tell your wife now. We'll say, ask your wife to make sure we have a bag packed up. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what's in outside of New York, near the Brooklyn area, but you're going to be doing some kind of a psychic event here.
Okay.
And it's going to be financially worthwhile.
You're not the first person to tell me that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, and remember, we're only as good. If we're expensive, that means we're damn good. If we're cheap, that means we're damn cheap.
Yeah.
A lot of people perceive it that way.
Yeah.
It is amazing how people perceive it, and I'm the opposite. I perceive that I want to give someone the
Really?
best bang for their buck.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of weird how that works. That's a whole dynamic that I have to.
You've been
touch
married
base
quite a
with.
while.
Well, let's see. We've been together quite a while. We've only been married about half the time, about 5 years.
But you've been together for 10 years.
Mhm.
You've lived together for 10 years.
Almost, yeah.
Okay, then you were married for 10 years.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
When the spiritual
Right.
language, okay? And you two are going to be married or be together for another 50 years.
50
No
years.
doubt in my mind.
Hmm.
Oh, your poor wife.
She didn't get up and run out of the room, so that's a
No,
good
she's
sign.
still over there. We're good. We're in good shape. Nice.
Also, there's a lot of valuable lessons you're still learning with love and relationship because either as a child or in your past life, you were scorned many times, okay? You weren't the most popular kid in school?
No.
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 You welcome to the club. Most spiritual people are not, are they? Have you noticed that? Were you
I was
popular?
in elementary school,
Yeah.
but not in middle school or high school.
Yeah.
Because we have our own world, you know?
Oh yeah.
We are all airheads. You are, I am, she is. I've got people all. Well, wait a minute. Let me finish and tell you what I mean. We're in the world, but we don't have to be of the world.
Right.
Okay. Where are your glasses?
Whose glasses?
Your glass.
I don't wear glasses.
You need them.
No.
Yes.
All right, but no.
You need them for reading.
Okay.
I like
All right.
glasses. I think they're sexy.
I do
My
too.
husband thinks
Oh, I got
glasses
nothing
are
against them, I
sexy,
just-
so.
Well, when you rearrange somebody, we'll have the laugh.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds
One of
good.
One of the things that you're going to be around in this profession you're in now, I am told, don't change the path.
Okay.
Stay on the same spiritual path that you're on.
Okay.
If you choose to change them, you're going to face a lot of problems. So don't look at the past, look at tomorrow, and look at today. Okay. Don't project.
Okay.
If you're like I am, I do a lot of projecting.
Oh, of course.
You know, I think it's normal, isn't it? Do you
I
project?
try not to.
I try to, but it's still
I
it's there.
work very
okay?
hard on that.
Yeah.
I will also tell you, financially, you and your wife are going to be okay. Okay?
I'm not gonna have to sell one of my islands in the Caribbean. We're gonna.
Well,
be
you have
good.
to sell two of them.
Oh.
Then you can buy a Greek island.
All right. All right. I don't know.
It's fair trade.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about that one.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
But there is, speaking of that, your income taxes are all in order, right?
Yeah.
Because you're going to be investigated or audited.
Okay.
Okay, so just be prepared for that.
Sure.
And I also see, you have your own business. You don't do just readings. You do other things?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it like a shop?
Uh huh.
It's going to be more successful than you ever thought it would be.
Really interesting.
What kind of a shop is it?
Well, I do all kinds of custom work on motorcycles, from painting to customizing to everything.
But you're doing it with love.
Exactly.
That's why it's going to be more successful. You're actually going to meet, and you already have, two very famous celebrities that you're going to be doing bikes on.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you already met one.
Mm-hmm.
You got another one coming, and he's from Boston,
Yeah.
and he's a movie actor.
Cool.
And you already know who he is without me speaking it.
Kinda.
MD, I'll put it that way.
You better give me a call.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, you can find me. I'm easy to reach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
I like motorcycles.
Yeah.
I can
Nice.
help.
but you're a perfectionist in everything you do.
I am.
Even
That's.
your readings are very perfectionist.
I think that's. I don't want to call it a downfall, but that's one of my minor
No.
setbacks is wanting to be a perfectionist in everything I do. So when I do give people readings, I'm always very hard on myself, very self-judgmental, and very.
Well, that's
Stop
the
it.
self-doubt.
Yeah, that's the self-doubt. Yeah.
That's where your confidence will come into play,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Because you know what? Always know this. You're not doing the reading the spirit. You're only the tool for the
Exactly.
vessel.
Exactly.
And that vessel is not going to give you something that you can't handle or something that they shouldn't hear.
Fair
You're
enough.
real. And when I say he's real, folks, he's really real, okay? And I don't like it when I hear this one say, you're a reader above this one, or you're a reader above
Yeah.
that one.
No.
We're all equal.
That's right.
I have a lot more experience than
Yeah, you
probably
do.
a lot of other people,
Mhm.
but it does not mean I'm any better than you are. Of course I am, but I mean, just
Of
ask me, I'll
course,
tell you.
of
It goes
course.
without saying, but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Right. Right.
But that's the point. It goes without saying.
Right,
Right,
you know,
yeah.
when
Put
my
that hair back again, Norm. Nobody. He didn't get that. He didn't get that hair shot.
Oh, I got.
Oh,
When
I
you
got
flicked
nothing.
your hair back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
There you
nice,
go.
nice.
You know, it's weird. There's a story with my hair is that I used to always have long hair. And then one day I said, I'm going to change myself to look more professional. And I did. And I got my hair cut for like 2 or 3, maybe 4 years. I wasn't happy with it.
Right.
So I'm doing it back the way I used to.
So you went
have it.
professional in the front and party in the back.
Yeah.
Right,
I like
I
it
gotcha.
short up here, you know.
Makes good
And,
sense.
Right.
You know, Nixon, I thought about putting long nails on, but I think, that's too dramatic.
That might
I'd
be
scratch
a
myself
little,
up on
yeah,
that,
you'd
you
probably
know.
hurt
Yeah,
yourself.
you
with
could
that.
probably cut yourself open with one of them or something.
Oh, all right.
Ooh.
Holy spirits are today. They're active.
Are they now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They told me to tell you that to believe in you.
Mm-hmm.
You know that song, I believe in every drop. What is it called? I believe for every drop of rain, a flower grows.
Oh.
This
yeah.
is what you got to believe in.
Okay.
And the darkest of night, a candle glows.
No, I'm not picking up on that
Okay,
song.
well-
and I'm a music guy, so
It's what
I'm gonna have to go
I
Google that.
believe for every raindrop that falls.
Sorry, Mike.
A flower grows. Yeah, my son will probably text me and tell me no more. You
Well,
know?
why
Nice.
doesn't Mike call and tell us what the song is? That would be awesome.
Come on, Mike.
And
Call
probably
in.
too much. But that's what I'm giving a message on. Believe, believe,
Yeah,
believe.
and that is 100% my biggest
Are you
issue
a
right
winner?
now. What's that?
Are you a winner?
Of course I'm a winner.
Believe.
Gotta believe it. Yeah.
Okay.
Whew.
Do you want to see what he sees with you? Are you ready for the?
Sure.
You want to do a reading on her?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Lori.
Then I'll do what I'm doing.
Oh, okay, yeah. So right off the bat, I get the happy-go-lucky. First 3 words that come into my mind is happy-go-lucky, which is funny to me because something's telling me you tend to worry a little bit.
I'm not much of a worrier. I get angry quickly.
Oh, is that? Oh, it's the short
I don't
temper?
worry,
Okay.
but like the lady sitting at the green light not moving.
Oh,
It's like
you're
Believe
speaking
me,
my
I can
language.
do
attest to
something
that.
already.
Oh.
You know that.
So you
kinda
love the
thing.
grocery store.
Well, it's funny because in the grocery store, I'm the patient one, and my husband's like, "Get the fuck out of the way."
Yeah.
And he'll say that to people.
Yeah.
You know?
That's kind of the thing I got
I'm like,
going on
"Don't
too.
do that,
I
don't
am
do
the
that."
patient one. However, I always tend to bubble up before I go in there. I always tend to put the energetic protection up before we go in the
have to.
supermarket, and it almost sends me into a zone where I'm just like,
Right. Yeah.
ask me a question. Give me some voice so I can tap in.
Ask a question.
Yeah, just anything you might want an answer to, or anything emotionally that you.
Well, the only thing that we have really going on right now, my husband is being forced to retire
Okay.
shortly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is everything going to be okay after that?
Okay. After the okay. So as soon as you're saying he's being forced to retire, I'm literally seeing feet being dragged. He's gonna love it. He doesn't think he is. He's gonna go through a little bit of a period where he's the word busybody comes in, so he's not gonna know what to do with himself. Are you talking on the financial side? Is everything going to be okay? Or
No,
are you
I
talking
know
about
on
with
that.
him? Okay.
I know financially we'll be
Okay.
okay. We planned ahead for this.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. As far as his emotional state, a little bit of like 2 or 3 months where he's a little unsure of what to do. But once he kind of finds his groove and realizes that he can do pretty much whatever he wants, he's going to have wicked fun with it.
Excellent. We have another call.
Oh, excellent.
Welcome to Norman Friends. You're on the air.
Hi guys,
Hey, Mary.
volume, whatever's happening, we can't hear you guys talking.
You can't hear it, Paul. They can't hear us.
Okay.
Thank you, Mary.
Can you hear that now, Mary?
Talking. Let me turn it up.
The mics are up.
No, I still can't hear you guys.
Huh.
She says no
Weird.
sounds going out over the airwaves.
Huh. Interesting.
Mary is our star bean maker.
Oh, Mary is an
Beans.
angel.
You like
She
homemade
truly
baked
is.
beans?
It's been a while, but yeah, I do like
She,
them. Yeah.
I would encourage you to, if you're going to have some, to come early and get some.
Oh, yeah?
I'm telling everybody at the event, if you want the beans, you get them before the doors open,
Okay.
because last time it was like,
was
seriously,
gone.
20 minutes, half hour after the
Mary
doors
just
opened,
got
they
out
were
of the
gone.
Mary just got out of the hospital.
Again, Mary, are you okay?
Yeah, I had to go into the CICU unit. Yeah, I was there for the weekend.
Was it because of your lungs?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
But she is going to be better. She's going to be at the event, and she's going to be bringing the beans and stuff like
Nice.
that. You know.
yep, I am.
Yeah. And Mary and I go way
I'm
back.
making the chili. I might make some of that too on the side. I
Okay.
might make, what do you call it, minestrones?
Minestrone.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. Yummy.
Yeah. That'll go well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And yeah, Mary has always been one of my big. Like I said, I've known Mary for not many years. Of course, I'm only 35, and I knew her for 50. You know, figure that one out.
Yeah, no.
I started a fight. She
Again with the
finished.
math.
Yeah, I started a fight, and she finished it for me.
It's
Nice.
the new math.
Yeah, it's the new math. It's
yeah,
Common Core.
It's
Yeah.
that core math.
Makes sense.
Well, and then her cash caught that attitude, huh, Mary?
Oh, yeah, my kitty. Oh, yeah, my Ladina.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, when I came home, she just looked at me, kept walking away, look at me, walk away. And she went into my bedroom. She didn't come out that night until 9 o'clock.
Wow. She was upset. She
She
was
wouldn't come
worried.
near me. She was so mad at me.
Mary, do you have a question for Danger Dan?
Huh?
Do you have a question for our guest, Danger Dan?
Yeah, whatever he can see.
Sure. Mary. Something about baked beans. No, just kidding. I'm looking at health. Mary, I'm looking at health over there, and I'm seeing a lot of doubt. Do you not think that you're going to get better?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay, good, because you definitely are. There's a piece missing. Hold on. Something's taking longer than you want it to, and you're getting frustrated with that. That's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, totally okay. And I just heard the words "power of prayer," so I don't know if you're very religious, but you need to keep believing that.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do.
Okay, are you very religious? Because that was weird for me. The power of prayer. I don't. That's
Yeah.
not a
Yeah.
normal thing. All right. Awesome.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Mary also is a lady. She is very strong. Mary and I are very good friends, obviously. And she comes over and we play Scrabble,
Oh, okay.
or we go out, we eat out on the porch. And but I still wish you could find a place to move out of because I'm still concerned about the mold
Yeah.
Oh.
and the dampness in her
is-
house. That's what
okay.
creates a lot of her sickness.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
By the way, Mary, Al said
But
hi.
I just can't afford the places.
Yeah, I know. I hear that.
$1,000, but I can't do it.
No. Al said hi to you, Mary.
Oh, tell him I said hello right back.
Okay. If you've got time to call in, you know. Okay, Mary, well, we're going to let you go. And you can call me tonight and let me know how you're doing, all right?
All righty, talk to you guys later.
Okay.
Right.
If you can hear, if you still can't hear me, or if you can hear us, let us know one way or the other, okay?
I will.
All right.
Thanks,
All right.
Mary.
Yeah.
Bye,
When
Mary.
Bye
I get
now.
back on the air again, I can hear you.
Excellent.
All righty.
Thank
Good.
you.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Well, that was
She-
very nice
yeah,
of her.
she's
She,
a
she
sweetheart.
watches our
really
back
is.
like
every
that.
week,
Does she?
every week, yeah.
Nice.
And she's one of our biggest supporters.
She
She's one
really
of my
is.
good friends as
Yeah.
well.
She's
You've
an
known her that
amazing
long,
lady.
huh?
Yep.
Nice.
We're also. Do you have more to tell her?
I didn't have any more, but I can try if you want. If you want to keep going, I think that was.
It's up to you.
It's up to you. It's your reading.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Any further
That was-
questions?
Well, you
Okay,
know,
yeah.
Am I going to win Powerball? No.
Are you going to win Powerball? Yes, and you're going to give it right to me. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Actually, I'm going to give you some numbers, and then I'm going to give you some numbers.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay? I don't know if you have a pen to write them down
I
with or
don't.
whatever.
We do not.
Okay.
Sorry.
Why would we come prepared?
You're always supposed to be prepared
I know it's not
when
like
you meet me.
it's not like we're.
I
Psychic.
don't usually get, we talked about that?
Right.
I don't usually get, and I'm not saying anybody's going to win, but these are prominent numbers. That if you take 7, 5, 1 and add them 3 together,
Mhm.
then you're going to take 4, 6, and 9 and add them 3 together. And then when you add the two, and then when you add the both of them, then combine them together, and then the remaining number will be your dominant number.
Okay.
And you forgot the numbers already.
That's 9.
I'm sorry?
9.
9?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's your prominent number.
And I didn't do the math. That's
No.
just the number that came into my
Okay.
head. So.
This is whatever you play with. Look at the number 9s.
Okay.
That'll be good for you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, but it's going to go.
No.
that
That's
way.
what, we can watch the playback. It's okay.
Yeah. You'll help her, right?
All right,
Remember
right.
what the number
Okay.
is. 7, 5, 6, 1.
7,
Are we
5,
adding
6,
those
1?
together?
Okay.
Yep.
So
Okay.
19.
You got 4. I don't know how you rated.
So that's 19.
Then what is it? Okay,
Yeah.
and then add those together, and then you
So
got
add
5.
those. So
yeah,
add those together to make 10.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Well, if it's
Then
19, 1 and 9, add them together, make 10.
whatever it adds up to.
Okay.
Then you got 13, 23, and 5.
So that's
Mm.
36, 41.
41.
Okay. 41.
That's 5.
One. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was the other one?
10.
10. Okay.
So 15.
Now you add. Okay. Now you add them to the
So
10
6.
and the whatever other number was, and then you come up with that, and that's going to be your dominant number.
Okay. There
Well,
you go.
I have
6.
no idea why I've been given numbers lately. Like there is
Really?
no tomorrow.
Wow.
And we just said we don't do numbers. And I don't.
Well, we don't give out lottery numbers.
No, I don't give
You
out
know,
lottery
you-
numbers.
you would
but
be
I do
surprised
give
how many
out,
people-
Oh,
like.
no, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Don't you love it?
Oh, I love it.
Oh, what can you? Am I going to win the numbers? Give me the numbers. No, what I give you, folks. When I give somebody numbers, it's a prominent number.
Mm-hmm.
You can use the numbers I give you for whatever you want. I absolutely will not guarantee you're going to win anything.
No.
But the 9, yours was 9,
9.
and yours was
6.
6. Okay, those are numbers. Your wife's prominent number should be a 7.
Okay.
Your husband should be a 13.
So would that be a 4 then?
You know, it's amazing. I think as I put it on Facebook, and I think for some reason, once I got these cards,
Yeah. Is that when the
Okay.
numbers started coming?
yeah,
Oh, right.
and not only that, but it said I am on a new spiritual. Oh, I get excited even now.
Right.
Don't you get excited when you get new spiritual?
Of course.
growth? You know, and
It's like a whole new thing to play with.
I feel like one of those ministers jumping up and down hard. Hallelujah, the Lord. Be healed, my brother.
Oh.
Walk, you know. But I get so excited.
That's awesome. Yeah, I do too.
You know that song, Climb Every Mountain?
Yeah.
You know, that's the one. You play guitar.
Uh-huh.
You write your own music.
No, not yet.
Have your wife write some music for you.
Oh, really? All right.
How stubborn my husband is.
No. Stubborn me? No. Oh.
I love picking. You know, I don't like picking on people, right?
No.
That would not be my trademark, would it?
No.
No.
Not well.
Okay.
I think you and I are one and the same in that.
Yeah.
I'm an aggravator by nature.
I enjoy
yeah,
it.
Yeah, I don't
you
know.
know.
Yeah.
If
can't
I
turn it
offend
off.
them, then I feel bad.
Well, of course.
to
of
a
course.
point. you
Right.
know. But sometimes offending someone also helps them to face the reality of what they really are all about. And hopefully they'll attend, you know. I had one of the worst Facebook messages I had ever had on my
Yeah.
whole entire. I was a MF, and you name it, I was it. And all of a sudden, my friend Sean got he said, I blocked it all up. I said, thank you, because it was his cousin that wrote all this stuff out. She was high on some kind of a drug and all that. And because I had told Dennis I was very happy for him, Sean Dennis, and that he had found a beautiful lady and he was going to be going out. And she was upset because she's racist and she was Spanish.
Oh.
How childish.
Oh. I almost feel bad for that.
You know what I do?
it's-
I do.
I-
I sent back, I said, here, send her back positive love. for me."
Yeah.
That's all you can
I
do.
am learning a lot from learning about positive love. Instead of the old me that, like that,
That's a really old school thinking, and it's tough because of the energetic shift that we're all going through.
I had to learn it's okay to be who you want to
Mm-hmm.
be. I know at one time growing as a child, that's all I knew was racism and all that
Yeah,
other stuff.
of course,
okay?
of course.
So I had to change my whole feel of life. Okay, next thing that you drew out was financial responsibility.
Uh-huh. All right. Today I will repair and restore my money-related issues. I will not allow others to hurt me financially, and I will take responsibility for any matters that I've created. I will ask God to help me with the details of my financial life, and I will trust that everything will work out in the best way possible. This is very, very fitting. Actually,
Isn't it?
Yeah, actually,
For a lot of us.
for a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
Again, I just touched base on the energetic shift, but we're all going through it. And 2016, I don't really do astrology, but if you ask the astrologers, they'll tell you that we're being forced to let go of things that don't serve us anymore. I mean, it had been slowly coming up to this, but this year we're actually being forced into letting stuff
Well,
go.
they asked us. They asked
Right.
us. They asked us.
Right.
Now
And we just ignored
they're
it.
kicking us in the butt.
And now they're literally, yeah. So a lot of people out there are going through hardships now that they had no idea were coming, and they're being forced to let go of stuff. I mean, just some of the readings I'm doing on the side are just like, people's lives are literally in turmoil, and they can't understand why. And that's the main message that's coming through is like, you just need to let this go. Like, stop hanging on to it. And it's a lot of it's around finances.
My angels tell me, and my guides, they tell me, you tell other people to not worry about their finances, things will happen. Practice what you tell other
Practice
people.
what you preach. Yep, absolutely.
They say, why don't you trust us?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and this is the hardest part I'm learning, because I've always been, everybody depending on me, I've always been, and now it's not easy for me to learn how to trust but I'm learning.
Right.
We all learn, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And the one thing I will tell you with the finances, it's your own business, right? That
Yeah.
you work at. Are you ready to double your size of business financially?
If you ask me that question on the spot right now, I would say I don't know.
Honest answer.
Yeah.
Honest answer, because you're going to be.
Okay.
Okay. One thing I also know is that who's the better book balancer, you or your wife? I'm guessing your wife
Let's
is.
see. We can go back and forth on this, but she is definitely better.
But who's the better chef?
Well, considering she doesn't really cook at all, I would have to go with me.
Good
She does.
for
She's
you.
learning. She's
Yeah.
learning.
Well, it's not her job,
Right. Right. And why would it be?
you know.
My husband does most of the cooking, and I'm happy for it because then I do the cleaning, and we're both happier.
I cooked professionally for many years. I love to do it. I absolutely love to do it.
He enjoys cooking.
I taught, I showed Scott how to cook, and now he's a better cook than I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that happens
And
too.
I was excited. He made me my first birthday cake that he ever made for me.
Oh, really?
I mean, I've had birthday cake.
Right.
but
Right. But he
one
made
that-
it.
It was just
very nice.
awesome.
Cool.
So, we have a pretty cool relationship. I'm pretty happy with it.
That's awesome.
Now, is that your website on there?
That is readingsbyd.com.
Okay.
That is, I also, my day job, sorry, I don't mean to slam the table here. My day job is I work for a website company, a web development company. So I'm the operations manager there. So if you check out my website and you like it, then give me a shout out and we can build one for you too.
There you go.
But yeah, that's how you reach me. A lot of good information on the website there. I have a radio show on Tuesday nights.
Okay.
With Brandy Wells. She was on here. You remember
Yeah.
Brandy?
No,
She
I
was
know
Yeah.
Randy.
yeah. Oh, hey now.
No, she's fine.
All right, all right.
And what is the radio show?
The radio show is Soul Central with Brandy and Danger, and that is on Ask One Radio. A1rradio.com, askoneradio.com. That's what it is. But that's on my Facebook page, Readings by D, so you can check that out Tuesday nights at 9:30.
Oh no, Brandy and I are fine. It's just something she got kind of overstepped her bounds with, and I'm
Okay.
kind of happy with it.
Fair
But
enough.
we got it squared away.
Well, I knew there was something.
Yeah.
I kind of, I winced a little.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And no,
you want me-
I don't hold grudges. I don't have time.
Do you want me to take care of your light work?
There you go.
Life's too
She's actually going to be at the event.
She is. She is,
Yeah,
absolutely.
you know.
She's good people.
Yeah, she's really. The only one that, like I said, I've never ever met someone I don't like. Behavior patterns, absolutely. I mean,
Of course.
I'd be. If I said that I liked every of my behavior patterns, that would not be true. But I always try to find something good in somebody.
Yep.
I've always been that way. When I got made fun of in school or made beat up or whatever, I would always shake their hand and say, you know what, just don't turn your back on me.
Right. That's
You
all.
know, and that's all you got to do.
Give them something to think about.
Yeah, one of the things that Lori and I always try to emphasize, and I do use it, is we don't have to have violence.
No.
No.
We can show love.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's unfortunately what society we were brought up to not show emotions, and the only thing that was acceptable was violence. So that's what we grew up with, and that's kind of what we're trying to reverse now.
Right.
Well, it's coming to a head now.
Yeah.
And you see that with all the shootings and
Yeah.
riots and stuff. But I believe it's just a few months we're going to be on the other side.
We're really close. Yeah, absolutely.
When I love when I go to the market basket, I walk, hi, how are you? And it's a great day.
Yeah.
And or I'll just put down the street, hi, how are you? And we go out here to margaritas, and
Yeah.
how hard is it to say? If they don't like it, then I'm going to respond, right?
That's right.
If they like it, they're going to. 97% they all say hi back. Don't
Most
they?
of the time, yeah. And,
Yeah. For the most part.
and it's such a simple thing that doesn't cost you anything,
No.
but just spreads happiness.
But it catches people off guard because they're not used to it.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then they go and do something nice for the next person they encounter, and it has a ripple effect.
It's just that little bit of inspiration. You say
Right.
hi to them, maybe they'll say, well, I'll say hi to this person.
Yeah.
Right.
There was one lady coming out of the market basket, and she was walking slowly, and I go, hi, how are you? And she goes, I'm a little better today. And I said, I shook her hand, and she said, wow, you're the first one to ever shake my hand, because her hand was crippled. I said,
Oh, okay.
so what?
Right.
I said, let me give you a hug. And I
Right.
give her a hug. And sometimes that one hug, and don't get me
You
wrong,
probably
I
made
know
her
I'm,
month.
yeah. Don't get me wrong, perfect. I do know I'm perfect, but that one hug makes you even more perfect.
Yeah.
If you guys believe that one.
Right. Right. Wow. Yeah. It's
Not that I'm conceited.
no, not at all.
No.
You're just confident.
That's it. Actually, I am. Because if we're not confident, then how can we help other people?
Exactly.
There's a guy, Joseph, I can't remember the last name now, but he plays a didgeridoo, and he now lives in Pennsylvania.
Oh, was he from Portsmouth?
Yes.
Joe, the didgeridoo guy. I've met him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he says it is okay to be selfish, okay, but just don't abuse it.
Right.
But in other words, if you're not selfish to take care of you first,
Right, you fill your
how
own cup
can you
first.
take care of other people?
No,
Right.
I teach all my students, clients, everybody that you have to be selfish in that you take care of yourself. And there's a difference between being selfish and being a
Self-centered.
Jerk.
I
Yeah.
rude
How's that?
selfishness. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
had
caught
yellow
myself.
and green, orange all around you today.
do I?
Yeah, which is a positive. Okay, I should ask your permission first, but you do. There's a yellow, a lot of green. There's some orange coming in around you, and there's a light touch of chalky lavender. Whatever chalky lavender means, I don't know. But it's all a lot of healing coming around in you for a change. Instead of
Good.
you healing other people, now it's healing you.
Excellent.
So I
I'll
hope you'll
take it.
accept that.
I will accept it.
Okay.
Nice. I always wanted to see colors. I could see that there's a little bit of a dark spot right above you to the right, but it's not like black or anything. It's just I can
It's
see
an
it.
angel.
I can just see it. Yeah.
May I tell you what your coloring I see over
Sure.
you? You have a lot of light blue
Yeah. Blue's my
with
color.
some very deep red.
Ooh.
Okay.
Like like
Red's
crimson?
red's not bad.
No,
no,
Right,
no, no.
okay.
People have actually
Yeah. People like, oh, red.
Yeah.
deep red, which is that you have cried many tears for other people. Now it's time for you to cry tears for you and to build up yourself. That's what that red
Okay.
for. Okay. It was blood red that I'd worry.
Right, of course.
Okay. But I'm also seeing a dark lavender, which is a big changing coming all around you.
We have another call.
Oh, nice.
Maybe I'll.
Welcome to Norman Friends. You're on the air.
It's Denise.
Hey, Denise.
Hey, Denise, how are you?
I'm fine.
Where the hell have you been?
Well, I always got it at the end of the show, and I called, but they said it was too late.
Oh.
Oh, gotcha.
Denise is have one of the best laughs of anybody. See what I'm saying?
There it is.
Denise is a beautiful person, but she's got 4 or 5 boyfriends, you know.
Oh, hey now.
Oh, at least. At least.
At least,
Nice.
right. So how you been doing this summer, Denise?
I've been doing good.
Yeah, we haven't heard from you in a while.
I've been busy.
Taking care of your grandchildren?
No, they live in Ware, New Hampshire.
They live where? Where do they live?
Ware, New Hampshire.
No, I'm asking you where they live.
That's where they live.
Oh.
Who's on first?
Yeah. Denise, would you like Dan to do a quick reading on you?
Okay.
All right. Hi, Denise.
Hi.
How are you?
Why introduce yourself?
Fine.
Excellent. I work when I do readings. I read from the vibration in people's voice. So if I could just have you say a sentence, or maybe formulate a question for me, or come up with a topic that you'd like an answer to, could you just ask that out loud? That'd be great.
What's going to happen to me in the near future?
What's going to happen to you in the near future? Okay. Whoa. There's a connection with a bus. That was weird because that came through very, very. Do you ride the bus, Denise? Like
I haven't for a while. I tried a couple times, but I'm incontinent.
yeah, there's something with a that's. I honestly heard gonna get hit by a bus, but it wasn't literal. It was there was something going on with a bus. So either that means something really big's coming down the pike for you, or there's a little. Ooh, hold on. Let me see if I can connect in. No, I think this is around transportation. Are you having troubles getting around, Denise?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So they're showing me someone coming in and helping you. So that either means to me that someone is coming in to help with you, or there's someone coming in to help you get around. Do you have people that assist you currently?
Pardon me?
Do you have people that assist you in getting around currently?
Say that again?
She doesn't understand the question.
Okay. No, that's totally fine. Denise, do you have anybody that comes in and helps you do your things and get around and go places?
Not doing things, but I have a guardian.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Because they were showing me that you have someone that does help you and does assist you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's all I was getting for you. How's life treating you?
All right, I guess.
Yeah, you hanging in there?
Yeah.
Nice. How long have you known Norm?
Pardon me?
How long have you known Norm?
Quite a while now.
Yeah. Do you call in all the time?
As much as I can.
Nice. It's very nice to meet you, Denise.
Thank you.
Are you going to come to the event, Denise, in October?
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, Danger will be there, so he
I
can
will.
meet you in person.
Yeah, I'd love
All
to meet you
right.
in person. That'd be great.
Good.
All right.
So what else is going on with you?
Well, my oldest granddaughter, she's graduating from high school
Wow.
the following year.
Excellent. Excellent.
Oh,
That's
okay.
And
exciting.
then the second one is going into 8th grade.
Wow. They grow so
Yeah,
fast,
and then the third one is going into kindergarten.
Oh, wow.
wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
We're back.
Hey, thanks for coming back.
You're welcome. What you talking about, her grandchildren?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. She's a great grandmother.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
She really is. And she cares. Do you push them down the stairs? Do you push your grandkids down the stairs?
SpiritualVisionary.net. Send
I'm on the
that
first
to me.
floor.
Oh, do you push them out the window?
No.
Gee.
Because she's a good grandma.
Yeah.
Good grandma
Well, yeah, that's
says
my
those things.
email on there. Well, you can go to the bottom one if you
No.
want.
Nasty email, spiritualvisionary.net.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, we're going to let you go, Denise, and have a great day, okay?
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye,
Okay.
Denise.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. No, I used to say, hang your kids upside down and be on like pinatas once
Yeah.
a day, and the phone calls I
Oh.
got on there. Oh,
Well,
yeah.
that's your
People just don't have a sense of humor.
No.
You know.
People take things way too literally.
Yeah, and I think it's
Especially
good
for
character.
people
but-
like us, because
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
do that. We're aggravators by nature. We like to joke.
Yeah. One of the I was just talking to the cameraman, Paul, and one thing I'm thinking about, he's got a lot of silver. Have you ever seen silver in somebody's aura?
Some people.
Yeah.
But it means something different to me than it does to you.
Yeah.
So.
So that's cool. Any one of us have our own coloring meanings.
Yeah, of
But
course.
he's got a lot of silver, a lot of blue, and there's the silver turned into gray, which is a really positive energy for him. He's got a lot more financial help coming around him, and there's a big glow of yellow, like a rainbow glow of yellow.
Okay.
Okay, where he's really working hard to find out who he is. And he is going to be surprised at how much more confidence he's going to have in himself.
Nice.
I asked permission before, because we're supposed to. And
Right.
he's on the right road to whatever he was going through to let go of yesterday and start living for today. Okay. And also, one of the things that people really have to understand is, in all of, and that's just, and for all of us, even me, you, and your beautiful wife out there, but we all have to let go of something in our lives in order for us to progress.
Of course.
Absolutely.
We may not even be aware of it. It could
No.
be something in our past
A lot of
life.
times we're not aware of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, as soon as you let that go, it's amazing the opportunities that present
Yep.
themselves.
Yeah.
And I tell people that all the time. I was talking to a young lady who is still in love with her high school sweetheart,
Mhm.
but she doesn't love him. She doesn't even like the person he's
Oh.
become, but she's still in love with him, which is preventing her from having the relationship she wants now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you're not really in love with him; you're in love with the memory.
Right.
So you need to let that go,
Right. The nostalgia. Yeah.
so that you can find who you really are meant to be with.
I compare it to like bungee cords or a rubber band. If you don't let go of what's here, you can only go so far before you let that go, because it'll stretch, but that's it. And then once you let it go, it's like whew, you get shot forward. It's interesting how the energy works and how that's all connected.
Well, we have a person that she and I have in common that her boyfriend passed,
Mhm.
and I don't know why, she dwells on the negative energy of it instead of allowing it to let it go. Or I'll meet somebody like I have a lady from Virginia, and I'll tell them, you cannot go back and pick up a relationship because there was a reason why you left it.
Right.
And you may forgive and you may not, but you're never going to forget it.
Yeah.
A lot of people work on that and say, "Oh well," but it's always going to be when is she going to leave me, or when's he going to leave me, or whatever,
Yeah.
And that's part of letting go. What is that paper, please?
Oh, I just jotted down a bunch of stuff we could touch base on if we were running out of topics. We covered the radio show.
Have you met Norm?
I know. Definitely not. I just like to be a little bit over-prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we covered most of them, actually. Doing pretty good. I was curious when you were talking about when you see the auras and you see colors. Have you always seen colors, or is that something that developed over time?
Ever since I was a child.
That's amazing.
Colors. I didn't understand it,
Of course.
so I blocked it away. Like with you, right?
Right,
you
right.
know, what the hell is that?
Right.
'Cause
Well,
they
'cause
always
people
used
say, "Oh, it's your imagination.
Yeah.
You're making it up."
Oh, yeah.
Again, with society,
Right?
the imagination.
Yeah. And I was going to hell. It took me a lot of years to say, okay, I am a reader. I am a spirit. That's what I'm a spiritualist.
Yep.
And I can remember this one friend, his name was Leonard Virgin. And I think I paid $5 for the reading, actually, back then days.
Right.
You know? And plus I got a massage on the side.
Oh,
It was
sweet.
fantastic, you know.
Bonus.
He says, you are going to be a reader. I go, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to another friend of mine, a little Scottish lady. She taught me how to do spiritual writing. Do you do spiritual writing?
Not so much anymore.
Do you?
A little bit, actually, when I'm doing the fairs and whatnot. I just have a pen and I start
I'm being
jotting
told
down.
to tell you to do more.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Use a white candle, never any other color, with
Okay.
a white candle, plain paper,
Mhm.
never write on the back, either blue or black ink.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
And they're pretty dogmatic about that. One day I was using a purple one.
Yeah.
Also, like,
Oh wow.
oh yeah. And I also will tell you, do you have a passport?
Yep.
Okay, you two are going to England.
England, huh? Interesting.
You're going to learn a lot. You're an old soul. You've lived there.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to go to England. I want to go to that Arthur Finley school out there.
Yeah,
England.
I've
In 2
read about
years.
I
that.
really want to go there. A friend
Yeah.
of mine goes quite often.
2 years. Save your money up for 2 years.
Wow.
Well, I'm winning Powerball.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah,
you're gonna
there
give
you
that
go,
to
yeah.
me, so
Yeah, that's why I gave you the numbers, right?
right.
You know, I always had people say, "Well, how come you don't win the Powerball?"
I love that. That's actually one of my favorite questions. Don't you think if I could get the winning numbers,
Of
I
course.
would? It would mess up our entire life path.
Well,
not-
we're,
it's-
we're not meant to
It's not what we signed up
manipulate
for.
things like that.
Right.
If we win it, great.
Right.
But it's not because we're psychics. It's
Right.
because we were meant to
We
win
were
it.
lucky.
I mean,
that-
think about it. If we really wanted to, say we could win the $640 million, right? We could do it, and then you could, and then that's not enough. So we could go.
keep
Well, I
Wouldn't
really
wouldn't
want
we
to.
become greedy?
oh,
I really want to win the Powerball or big lottery jackpot.
Yeah.
And I've always believed, even before I even knew what it was, that I am going to.
Somebody's
And
got
it's
money
not
coming.
ever-
yeah.
never been a doubt for me.
Why, you itching?
Yeah, my left hand when there's money coming, and an old wives' tale, but it really is.
Really?
Yeah.
That really works?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
I also want to ask you if you have a dental plan for you and your wife.
Mhm.
Okay, because both of you are going to need it.
Oh, yeah? Okay. It
And
just
I'm
went
gonna-
yesterday.
Okay, and he said it was okay, right?
Yeah.
They don't always see what a spirit sees.
Of course not. No. Good to know.
But I'm telling you now, you're going to need. It may not be immediately, but I'm
Mhm.
telling you now that you're going to need them, and I'm really concerned about it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's interesting. Okay.
What? I don't know if I did ask. What do you see with me?
What do I see with Norm?
Besides being a dirty old man.
Well, I wasn't going to say that because we're on air, but yeah, definitely. No,
I earned that reputation.
you did, Norm. Okay, so if we're calling a spade, there's a little touch of stubbornness in there. But it's all in good humor. But when you want something done your way, you want it done your way, and you're not giving an inch.
true.
You are, wow, yeah. All right, so the kind-heartedness, genuine, real genuine in you. You truly, what's the word? Flourish by helping people. It feeds your soul. It's I can almost see like your heart growing because of the help that you give people. And you feel like you can't help enough. Like you want more and you want more and you want more and you want more. Which is kind of like me. They're kind of showing me a lot of what's inside of me. But your heart's huge. Huge. And that's not just because it's pumping blood. That's just that's energetic huge. What's with the cholesterol? Is your cholesterol all right?
I had a problem with it
Okay.
at one time, but I'm healing my own cholesterol.
Okay. Yeah, they told me to bring it up, but they weren't really. Keep an eye on it. Okay, keep an eye on it. You're doing great. Just listen to your guides more.
Okay. I do have one question.
Mhm.
My roommate, he's been fighting for now going on 4 years.
Okay.
We've gone to court. They're supposed to be sending in the money. Do you see it actually happening within the next 2 to 3 weeks?
2 to 3 weeks.
Been 4 years.
Not,
Longer?
not within 2 to 3 weeks. Oh, 5 to 6 months.
More?
Because there's a block.
Something.
And
There's something.
just can't figure out what the block is.
Yeah.
Which one of them is blocking? Sorry to jump in. on
No,
my
it's
reading.
totally fine. Totally fine. The block's over here. It's not. So.
Am I blocking it?
Nope. It's not you. It's right there next to you.
Yeah.
It's not you. So whoever the other person involved is, unknowingly blocking it too. It's almost like this is dragged out for so long that it's almost a bone of contention, that like it's an aggravation thing, and the aggravation is what's blocking it.
Thank you.
Do a little release meditation.
That's what
So
we've been
easy to
doing.
say, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there
easy.
you go. You know?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay, we got some more here. Lori, pick one out. Take two out.
come on, make one jump out of the deck.
There you go.
No.
Same one.
No.
Oh no.
No.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, this is a
A
good
good
one
one.
for a lot of people right now.
Folks, please listen to what we have to. Did you see that one? Rejecting.
Rejecting shame.
Oh no, I didn't see that. Nice.
Today I will learn to reject shame. Shame is an overwhelming sense that who I am isn't good enough. I realize that I am good enough and that my imperfections are part of being human. I let go of shame. I deal with a lot of my clients are in that position
Mhm.
right now, and we work on that a lot.
I resonate with that.
I do too. I lived in shame.
Yep.
I lived my thing because my dad always told me I was feeble-minded, mentally retarded, you name it. I've been there and I didn't know
Yeah.
any better. Kids make it fun.
Of course.
And it's just in the last probably 10, 15 years that I've let go of my shame.
Wow.
I was full of shame because my son had to go through so much struggling, you know. But now, you know what? I am who I am. Have you
That's
ever
right.
gone through shame?
Of course. There's nothing that's really sticking out in my mind. It's more of a self-doubt thing with me, really. There was some shame going on, like I said, back when my parents were splitting up, and I was treating my family definitely like I shouldn't have, and that was pretty shameful. But as far as just accepting who I am, that resonates absolutely,
Excellent.
absolutely.
Well, always remember this, folks. That shame, whenever we shame, it really is unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was ashamed of who I was ashamed of, behind. But you know what? As long as we hold on to that shame, the anger or whatever, we are allowing these people may not have forgotten it, but we're still allowing them
Right.
energy to manifest within ourselves.
Yeah.
That lady Hope that was on our show,
Hmm.
she didn't even know anyway. She was always ashamed of herself, but now she's learning to let go, and she's learning how to live, and she's writing a book about it. The shame part is that we don't learn how to let go,
Yep.
or don't want to let go. We try, I am so ashamed of myself because of this, and so I know I'm not getting any better.
Right, and that's what you
My
create.
God, my belly's fat.
Just lean forward.
Shame
It's
on me.
fine.
There we
Totally
go.
fine.
Yeah, I should be ashamed of that. But shame is only part of our own mind. I know your mother might shame on you for doing that.
Right.
You know.
I never got that. I was the golden child, so I
Yeah.
never got any of that. I could pretty much do no wrong.
My foster mother was that way with me.
Yeah.
I would come home totally wasted, and it would be everybody else. Shame on you, Lori, for letting him get drunk like that, or shame on. Oh yeah, it was
Oh,
never my
hey
fault.
But that never benefited you.
Huh?
That didn't benefit
No,
you.
just helped me to encourage me to do more things
Right.
and blame
That's it.
everybody else. But my mother thought she was because where I never had a real mother. And mothers were like my foster mother. I have an awesome mother. You know, and I was thinking about that the other day. Did I really? Because I just took her for granted I moved in. You know, but did I really do the right thing for her? Did I move in onto her privacy? You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And one day she came to me. She said, "If I hadn't wanted you to move in with me, you wouldn't have done that."
Right.
You know.
Right.
And so then I felt good about it. You know, well, we count our blessings.
Yeah. It's just it just always amazes me that we travel so different paths, every single one of us.
Yeah.
And you know, we're so judgmental of other people. Well, why don't they do this or why don't they do that? And you have absolutely no idea what the other person has
Right.
lived with, gone through. Like,
Right.
you're just assuming they were raised exactly the same way as you were, and that is not the case
No,
ever.
isn't that? It's like a mirror of ourselves.
Yeah.
When we're judging that other person.
Yeah.
Well, gee, that's the biggest jerk I ever met. He does this, he does that. When
Right.
it's actually me that being that way
but
and
that's
making
a
excuses.
that's a reflection of you.
Exactly.
Right? Has nothing to
Exactly.
do with the person you're judging.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
you don't know their story. That's why I tell people all the time, you don't know that person's
No
story.
idea.
We have another call.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
Welcome to Norman Friends. You're on the air.
Hi, I just tuned in about 20 minutes ago. I don't know if anybody's told you, but you can barely hear the audio whatsoever.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Did you get that, Paul? They're still saying there's trouble with the audio.
He says it has to be Comcast.
Oh.
That's just
All
a-
right. So
cool.
what is this one? This just ties right in with the conversation we're having today. Communicating clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Today, I will communicate clearly and directly in my conversations with others. I will strive to avoid manipulative, indirect, or guilt-producing statements. I can be tactful and gentle, or assertive if necessary. I do what is right in the moment. So just like we said earlier, you can be
Isn't
direct
it all
without
falling
being a
right into
jerk.
pattern?
Of course, and that's actually something that comes up in almost every reading I get is my throat chakra, my communication. Always, every time. People always tell me there's a small little thing there.
Okay. When going to read who's coming to the event.
Okay.
Awesome.
Who is coming?
Oh, you can come the night before it's set up if you have everything to set up, by the way.
No, I'm pretty self-sufficient in that.
Yeah, me too. One or
Quick
two
and
bags, I'm
that's-
all set. Yeah. Well, anyway, so this is for our October 22nd event that we talk about practically nonstop.
Right.
It is to benefit the Manchester Animal Shelter, so it is something that's very dear to our hearts. For the readers, we have Norman, myself. We have Pauline Hayworth, Brandy Wells, Cindy Stewart, Dawn Drew, Genevieve Hackett, Janice Donnelly, Catherine Samuelson, Jen Waltner, Karen
Well,
Tibbetts,
isn't she don't know? Oh, okay, never mind.
Gail Wall, Aidan Fafnir, a.k.a. Bruce Hoskins, Jean Lujan Gray,
Oh, yeah, she's the one that's taking a friend on Kimberly, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Barbara Mora, Kim Winkler, Laura Joseph, and Danger here.
Woohoo! How many readers is that? That's a lot of readers.
That's
Yeah,
a
18.
lot of
Oh,
readers.
nice. Good. That'll be
It's
a
going
nice
to be
full
a
house.
huge event this
Yeah.
time. For the vendors, we have our friend Sherry Cuomo will be there doing her tuning fork healings.
She's awesome.
She is amazing.
She's my energy worker.
Yes.
You too?
Oh, she's
Oh,
so
she's been on
good.
my
She's
show.
so good.
I said in the
Yeah.
middle, I'll tell you, my back felt.
I saw that episode. Yes.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It truly is.
And you feel it through every speck of
Yeah,
yourself.
I'm going to put her upstairs though because she bothers the
Yeah,
event and the
yeah.
tuning. I got to put her somewhere else.
The first time I ever worked with her was at a fair, and she was a couple booths over, and I was of course joking with her. By the end of the day, I'm like, "Don't you know a different song?" Because she's playing this, But my readings were off the charts that day.
Right.
Like just yeah.
Because she raises the whole
She raises
energy
the
around
whole
her.
room.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have Michelle Talon will be there. Bob White Bear Olson, Debbie Walls and Patty Pingree will be there doing the fairy
Yeah,
stuff.
Debbie, Patty Pingree, I think, is going to be doing our photography.
Oh, okay.
Okay, nice.
Jeff Travers, Chris Gately will be doing chair massage. Our favorite matchmaker, Elaine Saunders, will be there.
Yeah, I got her confirmation today.
Leslie Minchin. Matt Connerton will be doing hypnosis. Bethany Hawkins, Kelly Scott. This Frog, a.k.a. Jared Powers, will be there.
Jared.
You know,
Darlene Doty.
he's been on my show a couple
He
of
has a
times.
ball of energy. That
Isn't he?
But
Oh
all
my
positive.
He
goodness.
outtalks.
I was set up next to him at Don Drew's fair in April. I had to kind of almost shield it a little bit. The energy was just woohoo.
But
Yeah.
it's all
He's awesome.
positive.
All
He was
yeah.
here last week. Was it last? No, the week before
couple
that.
Oh,
weeks
was he?
ago,
Yeah, he's been on twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
He out talks me, and that takes a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
Takes a
Well,
lot.
gives you a run for your money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emily Moore.
Question mark.
Excuse me. No. Okay. Danielle Fryer, Philip Dudziak, Hope Thompson, Ramona Nault, Wanda Martin Van Norden, Angela Martinez, and let's see. And then, are they still coming? That's
I'm
it.
not sure.
Okay. Yes, I don't think they should, but that's my opinion. And then we have some special events this year. This event that we haven't had in the past. We're going to have some presentations. We have at least 3 concerts going on. We have DeLuna.
Yeah, with a harp.
Okay,
Sherry Cuomo is going to do with her bowls.
The Crystal Bowls.
Crystal
Yeah,
Bowl.
That's
And then-
good times too.
There was another musical group. Mischief Managed may or may not.
May not. No, he's just going to do readings.
Just readings, okay. But we have Dick Smith's going to be there talking about how to reverse your diabetes. He's a scientist that was able to cure his own diabetes. And Matt Connerton will be doing a demonstration on hypnosis. And didn't we have somebody else scheduled?
Well, yeah, Amy Majors and I are going to be doing a gallery.
Oh, okay, nice.
Okay, so that people can come
Nice.
in and
I
do
like
the
galleries. Yeah.
Have you met Amy?
Amy Major?
Yeah.
Not in
Oh,
not in person. No.
I'm going to tell you, I have met a lot of readers.
She's actually on our radio show next week. I think she is. Yeah.
I have met a lot of readers. I mean, a lot of readers.
Yeah. Of course.
And she probably is the most, what do I want to call her? She and I are on the same path.
Okay.
Because she and I both agree on a lot of different things, like releasing of the spirit. Okay? And she doesn't go into ghost hunters and all that stuff. She and I
Right.
have agree. And she actually talked to my little girl who passed away 36 hours after she was born. And of course, the Christian told me it was all my fault, that I literally tried to commit suicide over it, So, but she actually would tell me how happy that my daughter was, right?
Right.
And she saw my son play the guitar, enjoying the guitar and music and all that. So it really made me feel a lot better. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, we are now on.
Norman Friends can be seen, obviously, live Wednesdays from 4 to 6. But we are also replayed Fridays at 9 a.m. To 11 a.m. Sundays 6 to 8 a.m. and then again from 4 to 6 p.m. Tuesdays 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. and then Wednesdays 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. all on manchestertv.org or on Manchester Channel 23.
Or you can go to spiritualvisionary.net and watch it as well. So just to
Excellent.
let you know, you're going to be on several times.
That's okay. I don't think I have too much camera shyness. But
Yeah. We're also on a
And
lot
all-
of websites. We are on IPMNation.com, YouTube, Google Plus, Twitter, and you have it on. And of course, we post them on Facebook.
Right. And also, I have started a Noam Second World Live, so I'm getting a hold of you to interview you on the phone or whatever.
Okay.
Okay, we can talk about what's going on with it. Okay. One of the things that we talked about was free will.
Yeah.
We have free will. What did I do with that card that we were going to talk about, that you pulled up?
Did you put it?
We talked about all the cards.
Did we talk about that
think
card?
Yeah,
Okay.
we did.
Okay, but free will? We made I made a show with free will. We have free will.
Of course.
I don't care if you're a baby. I don't care if you're a child. As a child growing up, we don't realize that we do have free will. Okay, and it's all up to us. Okay. Do you want to adopt a child?
Do I want to adopt a child? No. No.
Okay. You're going to have a chance to if you two want to.
Okay.
Okay. It's strictly, and the person is like from Asia or somewhere like that, but I'd be very wary of it.
Okay.
Right now, you guys are very strong, free-spirited people.
That's
And,
true.
and the energy, if you don't mind, I'm sorry.
No, of course,
But
go
the
ahead.
energy that you have, you would probably end up, if you had to have a child, if you were having a child, what the child that you would have, you would kind of end up resenting because it would hold back a lot of what you need to do.
That's correct.
I don't know what's in California. When I see you taking some more classes on intuitive reading in California,
Oh.
and you're gonna put your wife in the trunk so you don't have to pay extra.
Exactly. Yeah, right in the suitcase.
You
Yeah.
might have to pay a little extra for the heaviness. Of
Right.
the
Well,
trunk,
you got to
but-
pay for yeah.
Yeah.
Anything over 2 pounds, I believe now the airlines charge you for. So
Isn't that ridiculous?
I was watching. I don't know if it was a comedian or somebody, but they kind of made a joke that okay, so you're over the bag limit, so let me take a couple things out. Where do you want me to put those couple things? Well, in your carry-on, but isn't it going on the same plane? Like it's the same amount of weight. You're just distributing it to the cabin, so it's kind of just a racket at this point.
When the Southwest doesn't charge you for it, right?
Is it Southwest?
Right. Southwest 2 bags still fly free.
Oh,
Right.
Nice.
I flew to New York
Mm-hmm.
to Rochester,
Yep.
and I had it with a carry-on bag.
Yeah.
And it charged me $3 for the carry-on.
For the
bag.
carry-on. Wow.
And they took it all out. And they said, "What is this?" I said, "My aftershave."
Right.
But it's a liquid.
Uh-huh.
I go, "Oh, you're smart." I almost got kicked off because without thinking,
Right. Right.
Oh, you're smart today. you
Right.
know?
Oh.
But I said it's in a plastic container. She literally would not let me have it. I said, "That's because you want to put it on your husband." Then I was sitting there in the TSA line waiting. I don't know whether they were getting a thrill or whatever. But
Yeah.
I swear, he took me 20 minutes to do a body search. I said, "Do you really want me to pull my pants down? Then you can really do a good job at it."
It is awful. It is awful what we have
It's
to go
embarrassing.
through. Yeah.
When they make little old ladies who wear all
Mm-hmm.
these tons of girdles or they wear all this other stuff,
Yeah.
and they make them do that purposely just to be cruel. I'm sorry, I have a problem
No,
with
if
that.
you're a bad guy, you're going to pick an old lady or a kid and make
Yeah.
them take your stuff through.
Yeah.
That's why they have to search them. Because
But-
that's what the bad guys do.
Fair enough.
You know, I mean, look at the two.
I never thought of that because I don't really think like that, but
No, I
yeah, it
don't
makes
Right,
sense.
but I mean, look
Makes
at
sense.
the 12-year-old kid that they just stopped. His dad made him
Mhm.
do a suicide bomb, and his brother was,
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
about the same age and had blown himself up. I
Yeah.
mean, so bad guys use old ladies and they use kids. Sometimes neither one of them know they're being used,
Right.
so they have to search.
That's
You
fair
know,
enough. That's a good point.
It's sad.
Yeah.
But sometimes they overdo it. When you're being
Some
searched.
people are a little overzealous, but that's
Yeah.
true in every walk of life.
This is for the country,
For the country.
the United States of America.
good old
and
USA.
all over. The next 4 months, and you can agree with me or we can fall through to whatever, be prepared for a lot of more garbage.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
think we all know
They
that's
will already
coming.
start doing that. I
Yeah.
mean, a lot more in the areas when one would least expect to happen. I'm actually seeing some kind of a general riot or some kind of a political riot down by the ocean by where you down towards Hampton Beach. So be prepared for that.
Okay.
I'm also seeing that Manchester and New England area or in New Hampshire have been very lucky when it comes to the racial riots and with all the other stuff. But trust me, it's not the end. It's not over. It's going to start when we least expect it. Okay. I also will tell you we got a lot more in this country of tornadoes. They're already showing floods. More fire. Manchester's had a lot of fires.
Mm-hmm.
And more and more devastation until we effing learn, or allegedly learn, I'll put it that way, it sounds better, to learn to like each other. That's all it
Well,
takes.
that and respect the earth.
Respect.
Yeah.
The
Mother
earth.
Ooh.
I mean, look what the Native Americans are fighting out in Washington State, is it?
Yeah.
To protect our drinking water.
Right.
The whole country's
Right.
drinking water.
Right.
And what do? They take away their shelter and they take away their drinking water to try to make them go away so they can put some pipeline in that could potentially destroy the water for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
So we should be all rallying around the protesters, not going, oh, well, you know.
We should be. We should be.
Indians' lives do not matter. It really doesn't. I don't care. It should.
that is a disgrace of this country.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
absolutely.
How we treat our
Absolutely.
Native American citizens is a disgrace.
Mm-hmm. I
How we
agree.
treat each other a lot is a disgrace,
Yep.
actually.
Yeah.
You know, I tell people when they come to my office, I do a lot of counseling. If they want to come for counseling, spiritual advice, I'll look at them, I'll say, you know what? You can either follow it or not. I don't care
Right.
for one way or the other.
Right.
You're here today. I know it sounds cold, but it's true. You're here today, and I'm going to help you all I can. Right now, when you're here,
Right.
you're important. But when you're gone,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter to me.
Well, we have to cut those cords
Yeah.
because we can't
Yeah.
take,
Oh, yeah.
hold all that energy. And it's just like when we do readings, we have to cut those cords right
Mm-hmm.
away because we can't carry over all those readings to our lives or to the next person we're doing a reading on. We have to cut those cords.
That was
Cool.
actually one of the topics I had thought about talking about today was a lot of readers out there, especially the ones that have had the gift from birth, or I don't even like calling it the gift.
Yeah.
I don't know why I just did that. But they don't understand cutting the cords, and they don't understand how important it is to ground yourself, and they don't understand the energetic bubble. These are all things that need to be practiced when you're doing the readings. Otherwise,
Absolutely.
you're just leaving yourself open to be physically
I-
drained. You wonder why you don't get out of bed for a week. It's because you're
Well,
not
it's
protecting
physically
yourself.
drained, spiritually
I had to
attacked.
learn the very like you said,
Exactly.
I was naturally born with
Exactly.
it from the past life. Okay.
Right.
And what taught me was this: one lady came to my office. She had throat cancer,
Mm-hmm.
and she had other sicknesses. And instead of me grounding myself first, I took
You took it on?
all
Oh.
it. And I literally had to go to the bathroom and vomit up so much green
Yeah.
bile.
Yeah.
Then I was, like you just said, I was in bed for like 3 or 4
Yeah.
days. And
Yeah.
I said, okay, what did I do wrong?
Right.
And the Spirit says, did you ground yourself?
Right, but that's just the thing. A lot of people don't know that's even a thing. If
Right.
you've just been doing it your whole life, you
I
don't
teach
even.
that to my clients who aren't even
Oh, me
psychics.
too.
I
Like
teach it to
you
everybody.
get the grounding talk with almost every reading I
Right.
give. I have to give the grounding
Yeah,
talk
because you-
that's basic.
I
That's
mean,
basic.
it for me. It's a daily practice,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
don't.
And here's a good thing for the three of us.
Okay.
Being direct.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And you direct when you talk to your clients.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Are you?
I am very
Me
direct.
too. I am very,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes cold-heartedly.
Believe it or not, I almost I started off with a little bit of sugarcoating to set the mood, but once the messages start coming, it's direct. I don't. Let's see. Today I will, on my own power, own my own power. Oh, excellent. And be direct. And I will be clear and honest in my dealings with other people. If I'm comfortable with my own truth, then those around me will be comfortable with me too.
Right.
Perfect sense.
Doesn't
Right.
it?
Perfect.
These cards are really
Yeah,
working,
they're
aren't
on
they?
page
I
today, yeah.
love those cards.
I'm going to start bringing these in every week.
I
What
love
do you
those
think?
cards. Yeah.
And that's for every one of us, folks.
Yeah.
You out there, not just readers,
Right.
it's all of
Everybody.
us.
Yeah.
But if you're going to make up a story, make sure you make up a damn good one. Because
Yeah.
9 out of 10, you're not going to remember.
Right.
That's like that lady was so direct with me on Facebook. I mean, I was called every name in the book, and
Yeah.
I'm going, wow.
Yeah.
I had one guy email me, and I sent it back. Thank you very much for the compliment. I appreciate it. He called me a douchebag all over
Wow.
again, douchebag and on and on and on.
But see, again, that's a reflection
But
of
that's
them.
him, right,
That has
that's not
nothing to
you.
do
Yeah,
with
Right.
and that's why I wrote. So I wrote back, thank you for the compliment. Please feel blessed, and I hope you have a great day.
Perfect.
Which
Because
is the
once
best
you
way.
do
Don't
that,
engage. Yeah.
yeah, you're not feeding into the negative energy.
Yeah.
Okay. Take one of them.
I'll take that crooked one on that.
Oh,
Yeah.
there.
That's the one I was looking at.
Well, obviously, it's the one
Another
we're meant
one.
to hear.
What can you make a comment with 3 spades? What is your comment on that?
3 of spades. No, the first thing that comes to mind is there's 3 of us and we're all on the same page.
There you go.
That's the first thing that came to my
But
mind.
it means it could also equal 7 more weeks to 7 more months of more disasters.
Oh, okay.
It's up to us to change it.
Well, and that's what
I know.
we've said, and I've said from the
get-go.
first time I came on your show. Everybody can sit and whine and complain and bemoan all the terrible things happening in the world, but we all have the power to stop it at
Yeah.
any time.
Yeah.
We just have to choose to use that power.
Yeah.
And that's what I see on Facebook with a politician. I'm so tired of Donald Trump is this, Hillary Clinton's that, or Joe Simone. Danger Dan is a jerk because he's not running for political
Right,
office, but,
right.
you know, whatever.
I gotcha.
I'm so tired of hearing. Then do something about it.
Right.
Right.
But you don't, people. You don't.
And stop blaming the government, because you know why? The government got where it is because we allowed it to.
Right.
Yeah.
It's our fault.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We need to change it.
You agree with that, Mrs. T?
I think she stepped out.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
okay.
then you got to move the car.
But it really is.
Yeah, no, it's true.
It's all up to us. We can make it Nostradamus says it's going to get worse before it gets better.
Of course.
And I am a messenger from Nostradamus. And you know, if you follow the Bible, which I really don't, but if you follow the Bible towards the Revelations and you read a lot of Nostradamus and what he says too, you're going to find that perpendicular just
Yeah.
the even way. And we actually, I don't know about you, I've actually seen a lot more insects and more strange bugs around the
Yep,
area.
yep.
And we have a lot more birds around our house. We have 2 skunks that are so beautiful. They're on vacuum cleaners outside. They clean up all of that stuff. And you know what? They don't bother us. We don't bother them.
Right.
And all the animals that come around, they go around. So we have a Juro. We have the groundhog. And what's your
Groundhog. Yeah, we have one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have 2. I mean, they are fat.
Big.
And one of them is mean. But once he sees that skunk,
He takes the non-direct route. Yeah.
And then we have pigeons and we have all kinds of birds. But you know what? I love it.
Yep.
I love sitting out in we call it the secret garden, even though it's nothing really secret about it.
Right.
It's just a nice place in our yard. We like to sit. All the dragonflies
Yep.
and the butterflies and even the bees all doing their thing. It's just so peaceful to
Yeah.
just sit there and enjoy.
Yeah, it is really nice to sit out in nature, and a lot of people don't get time to do it with the daily grind of their lives.
They don't want to take time.
Well,
Yeah.
but I do prescribe it for a lot of people. Not everybody, because everybody's
And
different, but a lot of people.
Yeah, that comes through a lot with readings too. Is you need to get
meditate?
out and connect with nature more. Not as often as I should,
Me either.
but yes, I try. I tend to
there
snooze a
again,
little
I
bit.
have to start practicing what I preach.
Yeah, of course.
That's
I've been
okay. A study showed sleeping while you're meditating can actually make the meditation more effective
Nice.
because you're not resisting it.
I actually just did a guided meditation before I came here today, and I kind of nodded off a little bit, so I don't remember what it was about, but it was good.
I do a lot of chanting meditation lately.
Yeah.
So there's another spiritual growth that I'm going through. You know,
Yeah.
Maya Mania Kanoria Manto, Maya Kanaria Malala Manto, Mantoro Korea Tana Kanaria Mana Manto, Manto Kanaria Manana Katio. I have no idea where that came from.
Wow,
I do it anyway.
that's cool.
You know.
Nice.
I've done a lot of speaking on the show here. And,
Yeah.
one of my co-hosts, another girl, would look at me like a weird, but I'm very comfortable with it.
Right.
You know,
Well, it does catch you off guard. I wasn't ready for that in any
Yeah.
way, shape, or form, but it was cool.
Jane King used to play her drum on here, and I used to go into meditation.
Yep.
She's out in the Midwest now.
Why everybody's going to the Midwest? The didgeridoo guy.
Actually, the Midwest is one of the biggest spiritual grounding areas in the world.
Really.
Even over Buddha or even whatever. The Midwest, because it's the Indian, Native American
Oh, okay.
spiritual grounds. And if we follow the path of the Native American spiritualist, and I'm not saying please folks don't misunderstand that. Buddhists, I practice a lot of Buddhists, as you can see here. She gave this to me for my Christmas present.
Christmas.
Yep. And if we just meditate any way you want, except don't drive and do it.
Right. Oh,
Oh, I know
goodness,
people
don't-
that do that. And
Really?
It horrifies me.
Oh,
They
yeah.
put it in their CD player.
No.
No, don't do
There's
that.
instructions on almost every CD that says
That
don't
says,
do that.
not do that.
There was a lady that was meditating, driving. She rented a car.
Imagine
a police officer.
Oh, cool. Perfect.
And I got yelled at. And I said, well, they got to believe somebody,
Right.
you know. And I said, did I tell you or I said to her husband, did I tell her to meditate while she was driving? If I remember correctly, I told her never.
The opposite,
He
yeah.
says, oh, really? I said, you sure she didn't have too many ginger ales and using that as an excuse?
I always say common sense is not so common.
No.
Yeah.
I had this woman I used to go to work with. She had a little orange Volkswagen bug. Max. Oh, my God.
73?
Yeah. Yeah, just about that area.
Yeah.
You know? And she would lift her, hallelujah, Jesus, and drive about. But the angels had to be on our side, trust me. Because she'd be driving down the street going to work with her eyes closed. And the spirit would actually stop the cars before it would left or right here, you know. And that was, I only rode with her twice. That was enough
Makes
for me.
no sense to me at all.
And I believe if you're religious, if you believe in God and the angels, I don't believe that God wants you to be callous.
No, you can't put it in his hands all the time because
He wants a partner, not
Free
a
will.
dependent.
Right.
Free
will. Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Free will is one of the biggest things that we all have today.
Mm-hmm.
Free will. You chose to go to prison.
Exactly.
Or you chose to take the path that's going to give you a better light.
Or you chose to take the path that's going to take you forever to get back on path.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Free will.
But so many people just they blame society. They blame everybody but themselves. They don't take any accountability for what they do.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, well, you know, it's your fault that I got into an accident because you stopped quick. No, you're the one who wasn't paying attention. Like everybody's so quick to blame other people for, and it's just the accountability it gets less and less as the years go by. I think.
Yeah.
I used to remember when I used to go to these different AA meetings.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I'm supposed to know it, but I don't got one anymore, so I could care less, you know, that's who I am. And I hear him say, alcohol made me do this, or alcohol made me do that. Bull crappy doopy doo.
Mm-hmm.
I chose to pick up that drink.
Right.
I used to blame my father.
Yeah.
Because my father was an alcoholic.
Yeah.
And then on his one day, I had a Narragansett beer.
Oh,
nice.
nice.
I always remember that.
Top shelf.
Top shelf, okay. And at 15 years old, my mother, there again, I went tipsy doodle. We went to a dance. Look what your father made you do, you know, and all that. So I took, you know, and I always blamed my dad for my drinking because my dad had a drinking problem. Or then I said, wait a minute, my dad didn't put that beer in my hand. My dad did not get me behind the wheel to drive.
Right.
I chose to do this.
Mm-hmm.
My dad didn't make me drive on the left side of the road. You know what That's how I used to drive when I was drunk.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you now, the angels
Is that a
are
past
real.
life thing? You were in England before?
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah. And I'll tell you, I know there are angels because I
course.
never lost my license for DWI.
Wow.
I never killed anybody. The only time I got stopped was I literally fell out of the car, and I went like 2.3, and I think it was back in 1970, and there again, my foster father was a judge, so that helped, you know, to show me how to get. But did he help me?
Right.
No,
You know?
No, if he had made you be personally responsible, I think that would have helped you.
Oh, I was
more.
personally responsible. I had a weed guard with a hangover.
Oh, yeah, that's awful.
Oh, that was
I
terrible.
don't know him.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I was so abused.
Right?
Yeah.
Ugh.
No, actually, it was a wake-up call saying, "Oh my God, what am I?" But the last time I got drunk and went on there, and then I went to a work. I said, "What if I kill somebody?
Mm-hmm.
I give them the wrong medication or the wrong, you know, whatever." I walked all the way home from Derry in November. It was kind of a rainy day with one of those fall jackets on. And you know what? I'm not embarrassed to say, I gave up everything to have everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I think true spiritualists like yourself and yourself, haven't we had to give up a lot of things, a lot of material things that we really don't need,
Yeah.
but we think we need them?
Right.
You're very fortunate. You have a wonderful husband, right?
I have a very wonderful husband.
And you have a wonderful wife
I do.
that smacks you around when you don't behave.
Well, we don't want to talk about that on air, but yeah.
But I have a very beautiful partner that I'm very happy with, and Lori's Lord taught me how to accept it even more. But you know, if we just look around what we have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Our friend Mary, I love her dearly. With all the sicknesses, she keeps going on and
She's
on.
an amazing woman.
You know, that's why I like to bring people on. What's his name?
Danger.
That's it, danger, okay? And that have these disabilities, but keep on going on and on with them, right? We had this person, Dave, he has MS, and he came on the show. I don't know if he came on when you were on, or at me before she came on, and he was showing about how strong he is. There's another woman who was, and she chose not to offend me anymore, Allison. She overcome cancer. And these are the type of people that I want to come on the show.
Of course.
To show that you can overcome. You can overcome poverty. Not easy.
No.
You can come over self-hatred. The biggest thing I have learned with people is there are so many people out there with self-hatred.
Of course. That's what society has taught us.
How about your website again?
The website, readingsbyd.com. Yeah.
And you do intuitive readings.
I do intuitive readings.
And you have a phone number? Or?
I do, yeah. It's 978-228-5333. I also have my Facebook page. That's Readings by D. And the radio show Tuesday night, I post all of my events on Facebook. And if you go to my website, at the top of the page there, you can sign up for my newsletter. So that'll get you signed up for. I mail out all my events. Like you would have probably, if you were already signed up, you would know I was going to be here today. So yeah.
Yeah.
Good
And
stuff.
it's been a lot of fun. I hope that you'll come back with us.
Of
I believe
course.
you'll come back,
Of course.
I have some people that we don't always
Always get the
lose it.
invitation back.
I'm sorry?
You have some people that don't always get the invitation back. Is that
Right.
what you're saying?
Yeah. you
We've
know.
had a couple.
It happens. It
You know,
happens.
I'm not out to win awards,
No.
okay? But one of the things I am out to do is to let people know there are other spiritual readers.
Yep.
I call myself a spiritualist
Yeah.
because
I
I
would
do.
consider, yeah.
Do you do crossovers?
I have only done one crossover. Although I enjoyed it, I find it a little bit difficult because of my lack of ability to see what I'm doing. I only get very short glimpses, so it makes it tough.
Well, that's what you're supposed to be doing.
But
so
but
don't
this
be afraid.
this wasn't just a normal like crossover. This was an attachment that somebody had, so
Oh,
I had to
okay.
remove the attachment and cross them over. So it was
Oh,
it was pretty intense for my first time.
I bet.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah,
like it.
but it was successful.
One of the things that you were in your past life, you are one of the fixer-uppers for the king.
For the king, makes sense because I fix everything.
You were like, when the carts for the Ben-Hur things there, or you've always been mechanically inclined.
Yeah.
Not super smart in schoolwork. And I'm talking
Lazy.
about the past
Yeah.
life, okay? But today, you are very lazy when
Yeah.
it comes to paperwork, just like, But as far as you always repairing things and what you're doing now, you actually were put to sleep because you were a spiritualist.
Oh yeah.
Back
believe
with the
that.
King Arthur's day.
Okay.
Or, I'm sorry, not King Arthur, King Richard's day.
Okay.
Because back in them days, they didn't accept it.
Right.
You were a little hot tamale in one of your days, let me tell you.
Oh, I'm sure.
You
I
were
had
one of
some.
the big players,
Oh yeah.
but you had the money to go with it.
Well.
Now you say, where is it today?
I had all
right?
the show though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But a lot of times what we do, I truly believe that when we come back and we're making it for, a journey of helping other people is not done, or we're making amends for the things we might have done in our past life. And we talked about people with sickness and people that, one of the things that we talked about how, I'm losing my train of thought, how people's life.
Well, we both had people who were very sick that were amazingly wonderful people that died young in life.
Yeah.
And then we've known people that are total,
Jerks.
Yeah,
yes, thank you, that have lived late in life.
Because only the good die young.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's because those people that lived later in life, they had to learn.
Exactly.
They still had things to work out before they could cross over.
Exactly. I
Oh,
fully
keep
believe
seeing
that.
this.
That's
Half of the cats are upside down. I got to do it the right way. If they're like,
Okay.
oh, I have a.
little OCD action.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Yeah, I totally believe that. That's why only the good die young, they say, because the good people are very few lessons left to learn on this earth. So they
Right.
come here, they learn them, or they teach others whatever needs to
Right.
happen, and then that's it.
Exactly.
And that's why they're missed so much, because they were such awesome people.
Right.
Yeah.
And and those of us in the middle, we're not jerks, and we're not saints. We're in the middle. It's because we still have things to learn and things to teach.
To teach, yes.
So
That's a lot of it.
We have to share we came here to share our gifts with others.
It is. It's a duality because although Spirit's kind of constantly giving us learning experiences, we need to pass them on to everybody else, and because we need to bring this consciousness up, we need to get this world out of the crapper per se.
Right.
Cause
And how do we do that, folks? By believing and start turning your life around.
absolutely.
And a lot of times you need to, when they're in agony, when they're in cancer, dying prolonged, or dementia, or whatever, we have to find a way. If I was, if we're sick, to send out the olive branch and see if we can't get forgiveness to give to other people,
Right.
to get rid of that, because they have to make amends with a lot of people. I have a friend whose father is in Kenya,
Okay.
and he's down to skins and bone, but he dabbled in the. He was a teacher, but he was also one of those voodoo areas and like that. And he's a very angry person. So I told him, I said, until your dad learns to let go of all the hostility that he has, he's going to continue with pain.
Oh, absolutely. It's like we were talking about earlier, letting go. You hang on to stuff, and that literally physically keeps you energetically. It keeps you down. It
Right.
really does.
When you're unhappy, when you're sick all the time, you
Yep.
need to look at why.
Right. And almost every illness comes from we could trace it back to something emotional or a hurt or an emotion that caused this, and when you don't let go, it literally manifests into stuff.
Right. I know I personally have overcome some illnesses they told me I would never overcome.
Right.
Because once you're diagnosed with the illness and you go look for the cause,
Right.
This is driving me up a
you
wall.
find the cause, you can release it.
Right.
You don't have, and I feel bad for the people that are told you have to go back and relive it and research it. And dwell on-
No. You just have to recognize it and release
recognize
it.
it and let it go. You don't have to put yourself through that torture again.
When I went to Springfield, New Hampshire, where I'm from originally, I went up there with my very dear friend Bob Montel, and he took me up to it. He walked away and just let me scream,
Awesome.
yell, and just
let it out.
let it all
Yeah.
out. Then I had to come to realize you can't blame a town.
Nope.
And half the people that I went and we sat there, and half the people that were at the beach probably wouldn't even know who I was. I left there like 50-something years ago,
Right.
That's when I started to let go.
Yep.
Because it's not hurting them.
Nope.
There it again, folks. Letting go.
That's it.
We don't know what we're going to talk about next week, right?
No.
We don't know. Dan, you're going to be at our event, October
I will
22nd.
absolutely, yeah.
You want to do a
Can't
quick
wait.
thing on that?
What?
We're going to do a quick advertisement again.
Oh, for the event?
Yeah.
Okay,
We
so
got like 5 minutes.
again, that's October 22nd here in Manchester at the Unitarian Universalist Church on Union Street, 10 to 4. There's no fee to get in, but of course, if you want to buy anything or get a reading, those are all different charges that they'll have there. So for readers, we have Norm Moody and myself, Pauline Hayworth, Brandy Wells, Cindy Stewart, Don Drew, Genevieve Hackett, Janice Donnelly, Catherine Samuelson, Jen Waltner, Karen Tibbetts, Gail Wall, Aidan Fafnir, Jean Lujan Gray, Barbara Mora, Kim Winkler, Laura Joseph, and Danger.
Woohoo. I only know a couple of those people, believe it or not. It's going to be interesting to meet all kinds of new people.
I never know. I don't know them.
No. Karen
Only
Tibbetts
who
I know. I know Karen.
I met Karen Tibbetts. I think she's coming on very shortly.
Oh, is she? Okay, yeah.
Next week.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And a lot of these, one lady I wanted to come on, but she didn't dare.
Oh, really?
And I go, why? She didn't want to upset Angie.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, you know what? Then you have a problem.
Right.
The Angie used to be one of my co-hosts.
Oh, okay. She
Okay.
was. Okay.
And for some reason, when we parted ways, she went her way and she could go to the store.
Yeah.
And she said to me, you'll never do readings in my store. I said, okay.
Wow. That sucks that it has to be that way.
I don't
It
know
really
what I did
does.
wrong, but I must have did something wrong.
Yeah.
But that's okay. But you know what? I'll still love him.
That's
all
it.
the name of the game.
Send the love.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, you hear us say this all the time, folks. Send the love, send the
Yes.
love,
Send
send the
it.
love. But I can honestly tell you, from my heart and your heart and yours, we mean what we say.
Absolutely.
Because I would be, I have to live with myself if I don't follow the example of what I tell other people.
Right.
Right.
Am I a jerk? Yeah, I like being an ass.
Yeah. That's
You
it.
know, and at times, you know, but
I
do
can only
do-
keep him in control so much, peeps.
That's right.
I told him I can only keep you in control.
I
so much.
know, but do I like it? You know, there are times when I go back and I'll say, oh, if I could only do this, if I do that. But then I say, okay, what would that accomplish?
Right. Right. Would that
Did
really
I-
have made that much of
yeah,
a difference with your free will?
Yeah, there you go. And I actually had have you ever had visions if you ever change your past or what your life would be like?
I've never really stopped to think about it. No.
Have you?
Yeah, me either.
No.
I did. I had visions of what would it look. I thought, well, what would my life be like if, because my mother died when I was a baby, if my mom and dad had been to life, and they show me a picture of it, I didn't like
I
it.
was just gonna say it's not always what you
No.
think it's gonna be.
No, I was forgive me. I almost said carbon factory work, and it's kind of a snotty thing. to
Yeah.
say. But I was going to be working in an industry.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to be working in the industry, and I tried when I lost everything, and I worked in a recycle center. But yet I learned how to be humble there. I learned that these people are just as good as I am.
They are. They're
Absolutely.
people nonetheless.
I ain't at
Yeah.
the shelter. You know what? I'm not embarrassed.
Nope.
They had some damn good needles here. But what bothered me was that I watched the people that could care less.
Yeah.
You know, and I can remember one guy, and then we got to go. And then I could remember one guy saying, "Are you lowering yourself to us?" I go, "No, sir. I am lower than you people are because I'm learning to start all over
Humble,
again."
yep.
Humbleness.
You're being humble.
That's the key word.
Yep.
Everybody, I want to thank you, Danger T, for coming on. It was our
Thank you,
pleasure.
Norm.
We'll see you at
Lori.
the event. And everybody else, remember, every day you are the winner.